with our show friends Rosie and Justin. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. First question, we've become great admirers of you because of the way you bring people together. Is that something that comes naturally to you?
It does. And music is a great way to unite people. I get a little emotional when I think about it. And sorry, I'm getting emotional, but that's the one thing that brings us all together. I don't know very many people who don't get moved by it. And here in El Paso, we have just so much talent.
We do.
We do.
A lot
and
of
so,
talent.
yeah. And I'm very lucky. We started doing some house shows at the house, and my husband has been incredibly supportive. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger, so it's been a lot
And
of
this
fun.
MacFest that you have today, it's just phenomenal.
Oh,
And
thank you.
we're looking forward for next year.
We have already, my cousins are like, I have another cousin with another farm, so we're already talking about next year, so it's going to be really fun.
What inspired you to put MacFest together, you guys?
We put MacFest together because we did house shows and we were running out of room. So my cousin said, hey, why don't we do the next one at my farm? And her name is Maria Angelica Carrasco. And so she offered this place, so we called it MacFest.
So great. I love it. I love what both of you have done for the music scene, the community. I mean, it's so great. We need more people like you guys. Okay, talk to us about Kittis Caddis.
Oh, Kittis Caddis. So I've been playing music for a couple of years here, and a couple of people told me you need to meet Louis Foy. And Louis Foy was in a really great progressive band, and I contacted him. I said, Louis, people keep telling me we need to meet and we need to jam, and he said, oh, I'm not doing music. I said, why? So I wore him down for about 6 months, and finally he came over to jam, and in the first 10 minutes we wrote our first single, which is called It's Alright, which is out on in our Bandcamp, kittiscaddis.bandcamp.com, and we just keep writing. Every week we write a new song. It's pretty darn awesome.
Well, I love it.
Thank
I
you.
love that you guys got together. You guys sound great.
Oh, thank you so much. We have so much fun.
You guys have a lot of chemistry as musicians.
Oh,
playing
thank
together,
you.
And I love it.
Now, and the next two singles are, we do everything from Americana to psychedelic grunge. So really different kinds of music.
Awesome. We know how much support it takes to do this grand music fest. How much support did Justin?
Unfailing. Unfailing from day one since I met him. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I just want to say that I love what you do and how you bring people together and the music that you make. And it's just the greatest gift. I can't make music myself, but I feel it's a wonderful thing that I can help to support you making music and encouraging other people to do
That
it.
is so awesome, guys.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much for everything.
You see, inspiration right here, guys. We need more of
And
this.
of course I'm crying. You know, there can't be a video of Rosie Varela without her crying in it.
Well, thank you, guys. And we're looking forward to your next MacFest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Papa Joe, and today we're here at the first annual Mac Festival in Socorro, Texas. It's put on by our really good friend Rosie Varela, and we're excited, man. So today our first interview is our good friend Damian Rivera. You can go ahead and talk to us a little bit about like all the projects that you're involved in.
Okay, sure. Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name's Daniel, and projects I'm involved in, The Golden Groove. We've been recording in the studio. Right now is May. Today's May 11th, 2019. And last month in April, we went to Brainchild Studios. We brought the band together. A band of four: Manny Flores on bass, Alex Garcia on the drums, Mindy Chanson on the vocals, and myself on piano and keys. So look out for that release.
Okay, so like as many of you may not know, today's festival is pretty much like all acoustic. So I know that Rosie asked some of the bands to kind of like tone down their full set and do more of a acoustic style performance. So I wanted to ask you, like, how hard is it to tone down like your full set and like for an acoustic performance?
I'm very happy to do it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it because it's naturally, and both myself and Manny Flores can agree on this, that we love just the nature of music at its most organic. See, so if you play guitar, distortion guitar is good, but then you can play with your acoustic guitar, or if you play with your piano. Now, of course, the saxophone is an acoustic instrument that doesn't use much
amplification,
so,
for the most part.
So yeah, for the most part. So we're good. We're still in our element.
Okay, so I don't know if this is a silly question or not, but do you write your like original music in acoustic style? Does it start off in acoustic?
Yeah, actually, and yeah, there's no such thing as a silly question, my friend. Ask me whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think just I'm either sitting at the piano or I'm playing the guitar, which is I have both, but the acoustic guitar, I just feel the chords more. It's more organic to me.
Yeah. So like more intimate, right?
Yeah.
You in the instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And so like, how do you prepare for a show? Like either psychologically or like for yourself?
I try to be as calm as I can be. I make sure to check on my bandmates because we're all in this together, and you got to make sure that, hey, the night before, were you okay? Did you wake up okay? If something's on your mind, I want to know beforehand, not after. So just make sure that everybody's okay. Things about being the band leader,
Yeah, I get you.
Of course, family, making sure my wife's okay. She makes sure that I'm okay, so I'm really happy for that. Just make sure things that are in order, like all the instruments, just do a mental check.
Nice.
Of course, a little bit of prayer does.
Yes, just to get the right frame of mind.
Being grateful and yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to us. I appreciate it, man. We're excited to see your set.
Of course.
And you guys be on the lookout for the set coming up soon.
All right. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Sleep at night, and he's the reason why you ain't been around for a week or two. Said I ain't seen a hide on the happy. Down, 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 going down, 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 coming down with a heartache. When in a counter condition.
Hey guys, we're here with our new show friend, Mr. Eric Bozeman.
Hi there.
So go ahead and talk to us about how you got involved in the El Paso music community.
You know what? It was through a couple friends that I had moved to town and wasn't doing a whole lot of playing. And I had a couple friends that had a gig come up and they needed a drummer, sort of in a jam. And I was like, yeah, I can come out. Let's do it. And it was a lot of fun. And that ended up them getting more gigs and me still playing with them. And that sort of brought me out into the community a bit. Because when I first moved here, I was really pretty low key. I was still playing and working out of LA and going back to Canada some and to Nashville a little bit, but I wasn't doing a whole lot here in El Paso. So that kind of started it off.
So what were you doing while you were in music away from El Paso? You mentioned LA.
Yeah, working on records and doing some touring dates and.
Was it all solo or were you like a session musician?
No, more of a session musician.
Session?
Yeah. Since I'm a drummer, not a whole lot of solo gigs.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I get to maybe go and. No, I don't. Never.
Cool. Okay, so I hear that you're pretty well involved with Star City Studios, which is a local business, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's a recording studio. It's an art gallery. Actually, we just had an art exhibit open this morning. And then it's also a venue. So last night we had a really cool show. These gentlemen have started a new local label called Union Records. And they were doing an artist showcase, looking for the new artist they wanted to sign, or at least invest in from a production standpoint. We had about 6 or 5 bands last night that were killer.
Yeah, I understand they're really good friends from Albany downtown.
Yes. So those kids and Stan Z kind of won it together.
Yeah, Tanti's one of the big acts in El Paso.
That kid, super talented.
Oh, no, thank you for talking to us, man.
My
And it's
pleasure.
good to have new show friends.
Cool. Thank you guys.
show friend Nicole Veladre from Toots and Pet People. How are you? Good. Good. Talk to us about the differences in performing with people as opposed to your solo set.
Well, I definitely feel more secure when there's other people on stage with me. But aside from that, I guess I can kind of go off and do something weird without having to warn anybody. So it's a little more experimental by myself. But yeah, more vulnerable, but also room for fun, I guess.
And who are you inspired by?
Ooh, so many people. Well,
Like your most
immediately.
ultimate
Oh, okay. So
inspiration.
man, that's hard to answer, but I think I'm inspired by like my close friends first of all because they're so creative and well, inspiring. But in terms of like artists, like famous established musicians, obviously St. Vincent is always my number one. David Longstreth of Dirty Projectors too is another one.
How do your doggies factor into your songwriting? We always have to include your dogs, so we always see your. Well, I always bump into your Instagram feed, and I always see your dogs.
Yes, that's like what it's for basically, is my dogs. Well, I check with them everything. I perform it for them before anyone else hears it. But I mean, I'm inspired by how they are like innocent little creatures in this crazy, crazy place. So I look to them for that. And it's they make a lot of appearances.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to thank you for talking to us, and we're looking forward to your set.
It's so good to talk to you.
Thank you, Nicole.
From a string of church, all my human life is still so hard and false. It doesn't matter anyway if you don't trust what I say. All my human life is still so hard and false.
We're here with our friend Damian Wyldes of River Moon Records, and I have a question for you today.
Sure.
What kind of effect does acoustic style music have on you, lyrically, emotionally, however, versus other types of music?
Interesting question. I actually everything that I do is all acoustic actually. Like I play the acoustic guitar. We have upright bass, violin, trumpet. Washboard bass drum combo kind of thing. So it's all acoustic though. In fact, at the MacFest, we ended up performing our very first acoustic set ever. So it was kind of cool. But it does influence everything that I do. When I write something, there's a lot of acoustic elements that are thought of previously as I'm writing the song. Okay. It's like, this is gonna be like this. You know what I mean? Okay. And it's usually just acoustic.
Awesome.
So it's more intimate, so you feel more connected to the person doing it, I think. It's more vulnerable for the musician, I think, when they play acoustic, so connection is more easily made.
You can also slow down more. I mean, I like that feeling of just kind of really just listening to music, focusing on the instruments with the vocal systems, slowing down.
So I think like acoustic music is just, it's live, it's there, you know, a lot of times, especially with, you know, drums and stuff like that and like bass, you can feel that through the speakers, you can feel that in the air, you can feel the energy from the music too, so it's different than listening to something especially electronic, you know, it just doesn't have the same quality as, you know, people live, you know, you hear them in their music, you know, more than you hear the actual music while you're listening to acoustic music. That's why I like it. That's why I'm here. So.
Awesome, thank you.
It's more relaxing.
Yeah.
You get in more in tune with the music itself than the lyrics.
It's not so loud.
So without further ado, hey guys, so we're here with our good friend Alex Garcia of the Hypocrite Orchestra. It's been a while since we saw you, man. When was the last time I saw you? I think we had you for the vlog, right?
Yeah, it's a long time ago, a couple of years back maybe.
Yeah, so what have you been up to? You still performing, making music? Or?
Well, you know, I'm a graduate student at UTEP, research assistant there as well. And so I've been keeping up, working in the studio more than anything else with my recording partner. And so like right now we're promoting the single, but what we're actually doing, this single is in solidarity with the immigrant families that are coming in, before, after, into the future, and in the past. The title of the song is Ninguna Mano es Ilegal. We have it printed on both sides in English. For those who don't speak Spanish or don't read Spanish, we have it in English as well. It's a cumbia tune. And what we're doing is we're giving half of the proceeds of everything that we make to Annunciation House and other charities that are helping these immigrant families. The other half is going to buying more t-shirts. So we're being as transparent as possible about it, and we as me and the community of friends like you guys and the other people who support us like Rosie who put this event together today, that we are here to support. And I'm glad that you guys are out here because I missed you guys, and you guys are present. You guys have been supporting the El Paso scene for a long, long time, and I appreciate all your support. Judy, Papa Joe, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for your time, I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Papa.
Good seeing you.
Appreciate it. Good seeing you too, brother. Thanks, Mama Judy.
You don't believe in the power of the people. How can you fall for that? Here we go. Watch out the way, watch out the way. They don't crash, you're gonna drown. The tide's gonna wash you out. Watch out the way, watch out the way. They don't crash, you're gonna drown. The tide's gonna wash you out.
Disappearing now, and if I have my doubts, I won't say it aloud. Fill our home with warm sounds, songs are right for no one else. I'll build us bigger bookshelves.
Hey guys, we're here with our show friend Sebastian. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. So, on top of being a singer-songwriter, you're also a studio engineer. So I'm wondering, what are the main differences between studio equipment and live equipment?
Yeah, I think it's like the age of them. A lot of the times, yeah, I don't know, we have some old microphones at the studio that we would never want them to like leave, so we wouldn't ever really perform with them. Also, my big heavy amps, I don't like to move around because they'll break my back. Other than that, it's really more or less the same equipment, but it's different applications completely. If that makes sense.
So, do you think producing music helps you with your own songwriting?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Mostly because I get to hear how other people like to think about their music, and that really brings me some inspiration because it lets me, I'm putting myself in their perspective, which is something that I think we all need when we're writing our own music and stuff like that. So it's like keeping it fresh. So I'm always, it helps because I get to bounce off ideas.
Awesome, yeah, you get to work with a lot of creative minds.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. That's it. Alright, thanks everyone. That was our show friend Sebastian.
Always been my best. You still love what I could have been. But you're